Hi there guys, it's Chris here with selfmadenewbie.com, and in this video we're going to go through the best gaming phones currently out there today. Now I've kept this list as comprehensive as possible, narrowing it down to my absolute favorite top 5 best picks. So no matter what you're looking for, there'll definitely be something on this list for you. So before we jump in, drop a like and subscribe and hit the bell to be updated with new videos. Alright, so as usual, I'm going to skip the fluff and just jump right into my recommendations, and if you want to confirm what they are, go down below in the description there and check out that list to also ensure you get the absolute best price. Alright, so kicking it off with my favorite overall, my personal favorite though, and this is the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. So Samsung pulled off something quite special with the Galaxy S23 Ultra by dethroning the iPhone 14 Pro Max as the top gaming phone, and thanks to its new chipset. Not only does the S23 Ultra still come with excellent cameras, a top quality display, and a generous battery capacity, it also uses the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 for the Galaxy chipset. This Samsung specific chip offers increased power over the regular G8 Gen 2 silicon, and even the A16 Bionic chip, meaning you won't find a more powerful phone to game with, basically. I still wish the phone was a bit cheaper and that it charged faster, and some of you may wish it had flat sides instead of curved ones, but you can't argue with the overall quality of the phone, including the Galaxy S23 Ultra's gaming abilities. If the price is a problem for you, keep in mind that the less expensive S23 Plus and standard S23 run on the same powerful Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy Silicon, though you will have to settle for smaller screens. So in a nutshell, the pros: top graphics performance, bright and detailed display, excellent cameras, and a long battery life. The cons: it is expensive, charging limited to 45 watts, and the curved display might not be suitable for everybody. The next one on my list is the recommendation for the best battery life overall, and this is the Asus ROG Phone 7 Ultimate. So the gaming never stops on this one of the newest gaming-centric phones to carry the ROG label. Like the ROG Phone 6 Pro before it, the 7 Ultimate sets a new record on battery tests, beating the old mark by a full 3 hours. The eye-popping 18.5 hour result comes with the phone's adaptive refresh rate turned on. Even when you lock the refresh rate at an energy-sapping 165 Hz, the ROG Phone 7 Ultimate still lasts nearly 13.5 hours. While the 6000 mAh battery helps, the true star is the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset that also helps the ROG Phone 7 Pro post benchmark numbers that match devices like the Galaxy S23 Ultra and the OnePlus 11. I also like the ROG phone's bright, colorful display, though once again its cameras don't really measure up to more general purpose focused phones. The ROG Phone 7 Ultimate doesn't figure to be cheap though, but with the regular ROG Phone 7 sharing the same chipset, battery size, and display specs as the Ultimate, you can really go between either one. So the pros in a nutshell: outstanding multi-day battery life obviously, performance keeps pace with the Galaxy S23 Ultra, and it has a beautiful, bright, colorful display. The cons are the bezels at the top and bottom of the display, and just 2 years of Android OS updates, which is a shame. The next one on my list is my recommendation for the Apple users, and this is the iPhone 14 Pro Max, naturally. Now, while Apple doesn't prioritize gamers in the same way other phone makers do, the 14 Pro Max is still a fantastic phone to play on. Its A16 Bionic chipset offers tons of power, and the 120Hz display is smooth and colorful. Coupled with a lengthy battery life, you'll have plenty of time to enjoy the best games at their full potential. Unfortunately, the App Store doesn't allow for gaming emulators, so for those interested in playing classic games, you might be out of luck, although some of the most popular titles from SNES and PS2 eras have actually been ported to the iPhone. The other benefits of going for the iPhone are its strong photography abilities, its newly added always-on display, and the also new dynamic island notch that gives you more screen to play with. Unfortunately, this is still an expensive phone, and with no SIM slot in the US, it's only eSIM, and sluggish charging, this isn't the most welcoming phone if you're not already comfortable with iPhone. It's also worth noting that the iPhone 14 Pro is cheaper and more compact while using the same chipset. However, the Pro Max is still the obvious better pick. So in a nutshell, the pros: A16 chip is a powerhouse, 120Hz display with always on mode, and a strong battery life as well. The cons: 20 watt charging is slow, and this is also a real expensive phone. The next one on my list is going to be my recommendation for the best value, and this is the Motorola Edge Plus. So you don't have to pay top dollar for a top-of-the-line Android performance. The Motorola Edge Plus features the same Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset found in leading Android phones like the Galaxy S23 and the OnePlus 11, but at a much lower price. It's a much more affordable option than a lot of competing devices. Throw in a 6.7-inch display that can offer 165Hz refresh rate, and you've got a phone that mobile gamers are certainly going to find appealing. Don't worry that a drained battery will cut short your gaming sessions. The Motorola Edge Plus holds out for more than 15 hours, one of the best times I've seen. Even when the screen was set to its maximum 165Hz refresh rate, the phone still lasted more than 13 hours, which is just outstanding. Motorola may not be the first name you think of when it comes to gaming phones, but all the features you'd want are certainly here if your objective is gaming. So the pros of this: 165Hz display, epic battery life, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset is there. The cons: curved display again can lead to accidental touches when playing. The next one on my list is my recommendation for the best, maybe strong gaming cred, and this is the OnePlus 11, which I've been touching on throughout this list. So like the Motorola Edge Plus, the OnePlus 11 features also a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 system on chip, and that's the silicon powering the OnePlus 11. As a result, even the most demanding games play like a dream on this device. Gamers will also appreciate the 120Hz refresh rate on the phone's 6.7-inch display, as well as on the long battery life. Over 13 hours, even with that adaptive refresh rate enabled. But perhaps the most attractive thing about the OnePlus 11 is the price. While other flagships flirt around the $1,000 mark, the OnePlus is almost half price at around about $699. Check the link in the description to confirm that. And it's hard to find a top-line phone that delivers so many premium features at this cost. So the pros in a nutshell: amazing battery life, cheaper than average price, top performing among Android phones. The cons are nitpicking a bit, no wireless charging, and only a 2x telephoto camera, which is going to lag behind rivals. Alright guys, so hopefully there's something in that list for you. So whether you want something on a budget, something Android, something Apple, hopefully there's something there for you. If you do have any questions though, drop them down below, and if you found value in this video, it really helps out if you drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.